Jolly Green 1990 here to talk about my One Piece agenda. Every YouTube streamer, every person in the community has an agenda. Recently with the new chapter 1054 and then 1053, there have been a lot of talk about who is stronger, the admirals or the emperors. And particularly 1054 spoilers, because Sabo and the revolutionaries did physically get in, free Kuma, and declare essentially war against the world government. And so a lot of people in the community felt essentially that the admirals, Fujitora, Green Bull, Akainu, and Kizaru were sorely lacking in ability. I've always felt that the emperors, not including Buggy, have always been slightly stronger. I thought Whitebeard was strong. We have not seen Shanks' full power, but I do believe Shanks is the strongest. Big Mom, Kaido, and Blackbeard. So in my opinion, it was Shanks and Kaido kind of right here. Big Mom, and then Whitebeard. Whitebeard in his prime, I think, would have been stronger than Big Mom. Big Mom to me literally is one big rhino or elephant. She's just got a strong ass, hockey, skin. Whereas Blackbeard, we have not seen a lot of his straight up physical nerves. When Ace attacked him, we saw that he took that damage. I think he can take it, but I don't think his actual skin is hockey resistant coated. And so, in my opinion, it's Big Mom and Kaido for their durability, Shanks, Blackbeard, and Whitebeard for their overall ability. When it comes to the admirals, in my opinion, I still think Akainu, the Lava Man, is stronger than the rest of them. I think based on what we've seen, Green Bull's next, Fujitora, and Kizaru. I really think Kizaru is the weakest, in my opinion. So to me, I really feel this current chapter really shows the strength of, or the lack of strength of, the admirals and the strength of the Yonko. There's a lot of information that has been revealed we don't know yet, so it's hard to determine what the strength was. So just based on the current chapter, I really feel Yonko are top dogs, admirals are struggling. When it comes to that agenda, I said I am 100% with the Yonko. I feel when you look at the Yonko crew, however, I will say first and second commanders are typically not as strong as the admirals. I would say, honestly, they're weaker. I would even say the best first commander is probably either going to be weaker or on par with an admiral. If we're looking at weakest admirals, I said Kizaru to me, I think Rayleigh, Rogers, right hand, could take him, maybe not defeat him. Rayleigh is probably, I think, could. But now, hold him on par. Zoro, to me, who has become Luffy's right hand, I think could go toe-to-toe with Kizaru, possibly beat him, but more than likely just hold him off. I love to believe that he could beat Katakuri, who I love. I love Katakuri. He's my favorite. Aside from Ben Beckman, Katakuri is my favorite First Division commander, and I think Katakuri could defeat Kizaru. Yes, defeat Kizaru. I don't think he could defeat the others, but I definitely think he could hold his own, go toe-to-toe with them. I think he and Beckman are the strongest First Division commanders. Everyone's like, oh, his bounty is lower than the others. Yes, Katakuri's is lower, but I also don't think he's intentionally gone out and done wrong. Marco's only recently shot up because of his war with Blackbeard. That was otherwise his bounty had stayed around 100 mil. And you're like, oh, he's not that strong. But in my opinion, he is as strong, if not slightly weaker than Rayleigh. That's because Rayleigh uses a sword, and when we've seen a lot of more infused hockey. Marco, we have not seen a lot of hockey from. We've not Blackbeard's First Division commander was, taken out by Sabo, and Sabo now we see as an emperor, essentially according to the rest of the world based on chapter 1054. And so I do believe First Division commanders would be able to either be on par with Kizaru or possibly slightly beat him. When it comes to Second Division, I don't think many Second Division would even hold a candle to the Admirals. I think they could stall them 100%, defeat them. I think some it might be a rough battle, but I think there's no way they're winning. Unless possibly it's Sanji, because we have not seen Sanji's full abilities yet. That is my agenda for that. My agenda, next agenda. I strongly believe Yamato will join the crew. She's shown a lot of strength. I mean, Conqueror's Haki coding. Zoro has unlocked Conqueror's Haki. We have not seen the coding. So I think for sure she's going to join. She'll be the second strongest. I think Zoro and Sanji will definitely get up there, but not at this point. As much as I like Carrot, yes, I like Carrot, I like Chopper, but I don't think Carrot is joining the crew. Vivi, in my opinion, next agenda, is already a Straw Hat. She's an honorary Straw Hat. One of the YouTubers I watched mentioned essentially that he thinks by the end she will be with the crew, especially with everything that happened with 1054, with her dad being killed. Remember, it was Sabo, I think it was Im Sama, the leader of the world government. Next agenda. I believe that Buggy will either get a hold of the One Piece or be named Pirate King and then be usurped by Luffy. I like Buggy as a comical character. Like many of the community, I was surprised that he's Emperor, but in a way it didn't surprise me because I feel Oda's been setting up a lot of stuff to this point. And so to me, don't like it, but I definitely see Buggy getting to that point. Blackbeard. I believe he has some part of Zebek, the captain of the Rock Spires, who Whitebeard, Kaido, and Big Mom were part of. I believe we have not seen all, and that's why I really believe the flashback of Kaido's was not a true flashback. My favorite arc, agenda time, has been, well, the saga to me, was the Whitebeard battle. And that saga essentially was Impel Down, Amazon Lily, and then when they all met up, all the different worst generation met up, and then were scattered, and Luffy's crew was scattered. So I definitely believe that was my favorite arc. I loved the Impel Down. Did not like the arc with the Nell. Skypiea. I did not like Skypiea. I understand its relevance. Wasn't a fan of it. Those are my 3 to 5 major agenda points for today. Big thing for me was getting out the fact that I am a Yonko fanboy. I believe, yes, the Admirals, most, not Kizaru, could go on par, but I don't believe they could defeat him. I believe Akainu would be the only one possibly able to. Possibly. That is Jolly Green 1990's agenda for today. If you have liked it, give me a like. If you, as well as possibly subscribe, your choice. If you didn't like it, give me a dislike. Give me a comment. Why? What you think your agenda is and why. Jolly Green 1990 signing out.